Hey everybody, Sensei Matt Dorsey here again for another class for our green belts and higher. We're going to be working a lot of cool things today. I'm so glad you're here for the session. You don't really need anything other than yourself. We're going to have some fun learning some new combinations. We're moving into a new curriculum for the month of May and working on a new kata, working on some new weapons as well. So get ready to get started here. Let's begin by standing straight and say focus and respect. And then say, that's right, thank you. And I'm ready to teach you. Let's see you start off with the student creed. Number one, I intend to develop myself in a positive manner and to avoid anything that would reduce my mental growth or my physical health. Sparring stance. And number two, I intend to develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and others. And number three, I intend to use what I learn in class constructively and defensively to help myself and my community and never to be abusive or offensive. And focus. All right, let's get started. We got to warm up a little bit, get those muscles moving before we start doing more of our kicks and our more extensive moves. So let's get started. We're going to take a sparring stance, turn it to one side. We're going to use our reverse punch and twist your body out to the side and punch. And then come back and twist the other way, all the way to the other side. Twist, twist. Good. Keep going. Warming up our legs, our arms, twisting our hips. Keep that other hand up, protecting your head when one hand's punching, the other one's protecting. Keep twisting, twist and punch, twist and punch. That's it. Just like that. A few more times. Warming up, getting the body starting to move. All right, good job. Now, take a forward stance position with me, and we're going to do a leg swing. This is, again, to warm up our legs. We're just going to swing it straight up in the air. I'll turn sideways so you can see, but it's just a straight swing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach your hand up there. Try to touch it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Other leg. Keep the knee straight when you're swinging it. Start lightly. 1, 2, 3. Start picking it up a little higher. 4, 5, 6. Reach that hand out. 7, 8. Try to get it up as high as your head. All right. Straight leg swing is a good way to start warming up the muscles. Now we're going to do it in a little different motion. From your stance, we're going to swing the leg, but we're going to go across the body in a circular or crescent motion to bring it back to where it started. So it goes to the side and swings around. Let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the leg's staying straight through that whole swing. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, good. You start to warm up the legs and stretch them out a little bit. Now we're going to strengthen the legs with a squat exercise. You guys know how to do a squat, but we're going to add our kick to the squat. Ready? Hands up, feet apart. Give me a good squat all the way down, and then come up, front kick. Good. Ready again? Down and go. Good. Ready? Keep going. 30 seconds. Down and up. Squat and front kick. Squat and front kick. Keep it up. Come on. Do a couple more. You can do it. Squat and front kick. Get a good squat. Try to get all the way down, and come back up. There you go. And stop. Good. I bet you're feeling it in the legs. You did a great workout there on your legs. Now, we're going to go into our ab work. The abs, that's the abdominal area, your stomach area. We have to tighten up and strengthen those muscles. So we're going to do a few different ab exercises. I'm going to have you sit down on the floor, and I'm angling my camera so you can see a little better. Sit down, put your hands together, but way under your tailbone, and make a fist, and put them way down there. Keep your head up off the ground, and do your leg raises. That's it. Keep the legs straight, up and down. Keep them moving. Keep them moving. That's it. A few more. Good. Now flutter kick the legs like you're swimming. Flutter kick. That's it. Keep them straight. I know it's not easy. Keep going though. You can do it. And stop. Bend the legs in. Hands back. And now just curl up your shoulders up off the ground. You don't have to pull up all the way to a full sit-up, but just curl up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. All right, and sit on up. How'd you do? I hope you got all those exercises in. So you were working your legs and you worked your abs today. You got a good warm up going. All right, we're gonna get started on some combinations. So stand on up. And get ready. All right, first combination for sparring, front punch and reverse punch. One of your best techniques for sparring to get the opponent to raise their guard up so that you can do your reverse punch. When they go to block your head punch, they're open for the reverse punch. Put it together, front punch, reverse punch. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, you're going to do 5 more, and as you do your front punch to me, I'm going to block, aim your reverse punch at my ribs. Ready? 1. Good. 2. That's it. 3, 4, 5. Good. Switch sides. Front punch, reverse punch. Again. 1, 2. Put it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. All right. Now, when you see me block, I want you to get that reverse punch in underneath. So ready? Throw the front punch. I block. And then reverse punch comes under. Ready? 1. That's it. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Nice going. All right. Now, another important kick for you to work is your side kick. And we're going to use this one in a combination with a back fist first and then a side kick. So from our sparring stance, we're going to turn a little more sideways and do our back fist straight forward. Then slide up and shoot your side kick. Good. So it goes straight in. Now, here's something to do on this kick, that when you do this combination, and when I do my back fist, that's when my feet come together. Then I do the side kick. All right? So, same time. 1, 2. Feet comes together as the back fist goes out. Ready, go. Just like that. Ready, go. Good. Let me see a few more. Ready, go. Good. So this is the same idea that your opponent blocks your back fist, and now they're open for a side kick. Ready? 3 more times. Ready? 1. Good. Shoot that side kick in there. Ready? 2, 3, and switch legs. All right. Same combination. Remember, hand and foot move at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work. All right. Let's shift gears a little bit because now we're going to be going to our new kicks for this month. We're going to be working our crescent kicks. There's lots of different ways to do crescent kicks. And the warm-up that we did earlier with swinging the legs, we did some straight leg swings and we did some circular swings. The circular swings are a good practice to get ready for the crescent kick. Take your sparring stance. The first crescent kick we're going to do is a back leg outside to inside crescent kick. Outside to inside. So the back leg picks up and comes across in a circular motion, a crescent motion. Now, different than the swing that we did before, we're not trying to keep our legs straight through the whole kick. We actually want to bend our knee first and then extend it as it comes around. So it bends, hooks across, and then bends again. Ready? Let's do a few. 1. Good. 2. Do a couple more. 3. 4. And 5. Switch legs. Here we go on this side. Crescent kick. 1. Good. Bend the leg first. 2. Good. So you really start the kick out to the corner here, and you try to finish it over here. So the knee goes out on this angle, hooks, and then comes across. Ready? Go. And go. Go. And go. Good. All right. That's called the outside crescent kick because it goes from the outside to start, and then it comes inside. Now the next kick is the inside crescent kick. And this is very similar to what we did with the leg swing. But again, we bend the leg first to start the kick. You don't kick with a straight leg. So in this case, my back leg is going to come across and the knee is going to be bent. See that? Knee bent. But now I have to push it around, pull it around to get to the other side. So I still go to this side to start and now this side to finish. So I come across and I crescent kick that way. I come across and crescent kick that way. Ready? Let's try a few. 1, 2, 3. Are you bending your knee first? By bending your knee and then straightening it, you get that snap, and then you bend it again as you finish. Ready? 3, 4, and 5. Switch legs. All right, crescent kick on this side. Now we start going this way. So you go across the body and then pull it out. That's why it's called an inside crescent kick. You're going into the body first. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, good job. All right. So that's working on our crescent kicks. It's great for hip flexibility. It's great for a kick in sparring. Sometimes a crescent kick can be used to hit the opponent's guard, and then they're open for a striking technique after that. It's also a good technique to use in combinations, which we'll get into in our future classes. It's time to move on to kata now, and this month we're going to be working on Nahonchi kata. This is the kata that goes side to side, and once you've learned the first half, the second half will be a lot easier because you already know all the pattern. It's repeated. The first half is repeated on the other side for the second half. Now, if you are higher than, say, a blue belt or so, you've probably done the Nahonchi before. If you haven't done it, you're going to get some instruction on the details of it to get at least the first third of the kata, maybe the first 10 or 15 moves. And then the next couple of weeks, we'll continue to work on the details of the other parts of it. Now, if you already know the kata, these details on the instruction on the first part will be helpful for you. And we will go through the full kata at least once at the end of this part of the class. So let's begin. From your attention position, we do the Yasume, Kyutsuke, Rei, and Hajime. Kata, Nahonchi. Now the hands come down, normal position, but now they come up. and they come up about mid-chest, and you open up both hands at this point, and then push them straight down in the middle. And at the same time, your feet, which are out for your attention stance, are going to come together. I'm going to move back so you can see my feet a little bit better here. So after I bow, and I put my hands up and say Kata Nahanchi, the hands come down, and then when they come up, my feet come all the way together like this. And then I push the hands straight down in front of the body this way. So they're down in front just below the belt. All right. Now, the first move of the kata, you're going to look to your left, and you step across. So you step over the other leg, and you set it on the ground. Then you step out into the Nahanchi stance. Now, the Nahanchi stance is interesting because if you haven't done it before, it's going to feel a little bit awkward. I'm going to adjust the camera again for a second so you can see my feet better. Nahanchi stance looks like this. My feet are angled in. So normally, like in a Seisan stance or some of the other stances, the feet are straight forward. But now, point your toes in and the heels out. That is the foot position for the Nahanchi stance. Now I want you to use your toes like you're gripping. So squeeze your toes down on the ground. That helps tighten up the stance. At the same time, pull your heels inward as if you're trying to squeeze them together. And you might feel those muscles tighten up on the legs as you do that. Your knees should be slightly bent, and your thighs push out a little bit. So they're feeling strong too. They're feeling solid, and the whole lower body is tight. Your abs are tight too. So it's a good thing you did those ab exercises already. So that's your Nahanchi stance. So when I say do a Nahanchi stance, this is the position you always want to be in. Now, there's another move that's, again, a unique move to this kata. It's called avoiding a sweep. If somebody tries to trip me by sweeping my leg, by tripping my leg on this side, I can avoid it by lifting up my foot and then putting it right back down. It's kind of a flipping up motion. I'll turn sideways so you can see it this way. All right, up and down. So it's just enough movement that their kick would miss my leg, and then I put it right back down again. So when you hear me say avoid the sweep, that's what we're doing, is we're turning the foot up and flipping it up into that position. All right, here we go. Let's start again. Yasme, Kyutsuke, right, Hajime, Kata, Nahanchi. Hands come down, open both hands at this point, bring them up to the middle of the chest, feet together, and push down. Also bend your knees slightly at this point. Here's what I look like from the side. My knees are bent and my fingers are pointing down. I look to the side. I step over and I make a Nahanchi stance, and I bring my hands over to my right hip. Now I do an inside block. That's using the wrist area of the arm, and you're going straight out to the side this way, and looking that way while you do it. Now turn that hand flat so your palm becomes a target for you to hit with your elbow. So the elbow of the other arm comes in and hits right on that palm. So do this block again, and now hit to the elbow. Good. Now let the hands come down on that side right on your hip, with one hand stacked over the other this way. We're going to look all the way to the other side, and we're going to do that move where we avoid the person's sweep. So we flip up our leg and we avoid their sweep. And now we lift our arm up slightly and do a down block to the side to block an opponent's kick. This move is a spear hand strike. So the fingers are open and tight, aiming to the side. And now we cross over once again, and we're going to do a kick downward with the blade of our foot. It's a stomping kick with the blade of the foot. So you pick up your knee and you thrust it down, and then you come right back into your Nahanchi stance. Let's do this again from the beginning. Hands up and say Kata Nahanchi. Middle, feet together, press down. Look to the side. Cross over. Step to your Nahanchi stance. Turn both those feet in and do all the things I told you before about gripping the ground, tightening up your leg muscles. Now, block out to the side. This should be lower than your shoulder and with your palm flat right in front of you. Now, turn it sideways. There's your elbow. And then drop your hands down. And as the hands go down, you'll look to the other side. Avoid the sweep by flipping the leg up, but set it right back down in that Nahonchi stance. Down block and spear hand. So this is a spear hand, your palm is up. Sometimes a spear hand is vertical, sometimes it's horizontal, and this time it's horizontal. Step in that direction with your left leg, cross over, and then pick up your knee and thrust down. It's the blade of the foot that aims down. It doesn't quite hit the ground. It comes in front, just above the ground, and then set it right down into your Nahonchi stance. Now, with this hand that did the spear hand, block up with the open arm, and then close the hand down. Good. We're going to do it one more time. Now, again, if you already know this kata, still go through it step by step because it's going to help you get the form right. You can pay attention to each move. Sometimes doing it slow is the best way to get the details. All right? So, one more time, this first part of it. And for those who are just learning it, you can rewind this section, watch it a few times, do it a few extra times so you really feel comfortable with it. Here we go. Start by stepping out with the left foot, hands down. Say, the instructor says Yasume. That means get ready. Jutsuke is attention. Rei is bow. And Hajime is begin. You say Kata Nahonchi. Hands down. Open the hands, bring them up to the chest. Bring those feet together and press down in front. Look to the side. Crossover step. Nahonchi step. Block. Elbows straight. And hands down, looking the other way. Avoiding a sweep, a down block, and a spear hand. Then it's a step over again, and get ready for your kick. And when you get your knee up high, bring it up almost to the back of this hand, way up high, and then thrust it down. Look to the front at this point. Open hand block up, closed hand block down. And when you go down, use the side of your hand, what we call the hammer fist, so it blocks like this. This is the upward move, that's the downward move. All right, so if you're new to this kata, just stay on that section. If you know the whole thing, let's do it together all the way through. If you're just starting, don't try to learn the whole thing at once. Get one section down really well. Here we go. For those that know it, let's do the whole thing. Yasume. Jutsuke. Great. Hajime. Kata. Nahonchi. Hey! All right, so I hope you can practice that. For those that know it all the way, go all the way through. You can see that the kata moves are the same in one direction and the other direction. So like I said, once you learn the first half, the second half comes a lot easier. All right, it's time to move on to nunchucks. If you have two nunchucks, grab them. If you have one, do some of the moves with one hand, do it again with the other hand. Because I want you to be able to try to do double nunchucks, which is what we're going to be working on this month. So go ahead, grab your nunchucks. All right, starting off, side spins. Both arms. Good, you should be able to go forward and backwards. Good. Good. All right. Now, remember what we did with the sticks last month? One stick going up, one stick going down. How about if we do a similar thing with the nunchucks? One stick spinning forward, one stick spinning backward. One nunchuck going in one direction, one going the other way. This teaches the arms to work independently, that they don't have to do the exact same thing all the time. All right, whoa, all right, switch. One going forward, one going backward. Yeah. Can you get that movement? That's good. So that's something to practice. The stick should spin right along your side, just like that. Good. All right, next move with the nunchucks. We're going to go over the shoulders, under the shoulders, and give our snapping strike. So it's a double snap. So now you try to catch both of them at the same time. Snap, snap. Good. Again, snap, snap. Good. And again. 1, 2. Good. Now, when you do a figure eight strike, or figure eight movement, at one point the nunchuck's coming back towards you, and if you lift up your elbow, you can bring it right under your arm. Try that. Figure eight, and catch under. Good. Do the other hand. Figure eight, and catch under. Good. And of course, when you're under, then you can do the snap. So if you have one nunchuck, just use one at a time, but practice it on both. If you have two, try 2 figure eights, catch, and snap. Wow, good. Start again right from here. If you start the snap, you can go right into your figure eights right from there. Then catch, and then snap. Good. Start the figure eights again. Catch, snap. Good. You're not always going to catch both of them perfectly each time. Just keep practicing it. Ready? Figure eight. Catch, snap. All right, once again. Figure eight. Catch, snap. Good work. All right, so these are the nunchuck moves I want you to be working right now. Next week, we'll start adding some more on, but work on your double spins, and same direction, and then opposite direction. And then also work on those catches under your shoulder to be able to do the figure eights, catches, and snapping strikes. All right, nunchucks off to the side, and I've got a special challenge for you. I want you to do your kicks, and you know how important in your kicks it is to have good balance. So I want you to balance yourself and do 3 different kicks. I want to see a front kick, a side kick, and a back kick. Make sure you have enough room around you, but you're balancing in between. So your eyes are forward for the front kick, look to the side for the side kick, look to the back for the back kick. Let me see if I can do it. It'll look like this. Push, 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 and then back down. All right, can you do that? Let's try it. 3 kicks. Ready, go. Good. Do it again. Go. Yep, sometimes you're going to lose your balance. Try to keep your balance up for all 3 kicks. Good. Do it a few more times. Front kick, side kick, back kick. Good. And keep your guard up while you're kicking too. Ready again, kick. Good. Can you do the other leg? Try the 3 kicks on the other leg too. Front kick, side kick, back kick. Good. And remember, it's 3 different parts of the foot. The ball of the foot, the edge of the foot, and the heel of the foot for those 3 different kicks. One more time. And good job. All right. Hey, this was a great class today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some new skills to work on. Of course, you can do this class a couple more times this week, and you can review the kata part, especially for those who are just learning the kata. Now, if you're a higher belt and you know more katas, practice those too. Don't neglect your other katas. Just because we're working on the Hanshi kata right now in the class doesn't mean you don't do the other katas. Go back and do your Wansu kata, or your Seisan kata. So always practice your previous katas. All right. Now we're going to finish up and we're going to do a bow, but then I've got something fun to show you right afterwards. So don't go anywhere. Ready? Give me focus. Respect. And then say, good. You're welcome. It's great to be teaching you guys. I'm glad you're taking the time to do this. Let's have our black belt principles. Ready? As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I will live by the principles of black belt: honesty, courtesy, integrity, self-control, perseverance, and indomitable spirit. What kind of school is this? It's a black belt school. Thank you, class. Good job. Give yourselves a hand. All right, good. All right, so I got something fun to show you. This will just take a minute, but I thought you might enjoy it. Now, I don't pretend to be really good at magic or anything, but I've got a fun little trick that I can show you, and I want you to see it this time, but maybe next time I'll show you the secret on how it works, okay? Then you can show other people in the future, but don't tell anybody the secret. For this week, you got to try to think about how to figure it out for yourself, okay? Now, here's the thing. I've just got a regular coffee mug here, all right? As you can see, nothing special. And you know how the coffee mug has a little opening at the top there? I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that little opening, right? So, because the coffee mug is so light, and there's a little opening there, if you blow on it just right, it creates a vacuum right above the coffee cup, and so it will actually float in the air a little bit. Let's see if I can do it. You have to get it just right. Whoa, I got it there for a second. Let's see, try it again. Whoa, good. I think I got it that time. Whoa, I'm getting it. It's not going to stay up too long. It's only going to stay up for a second. Let me try it one more time. Whoa, good. All right. So if you can figure out that trick, I want you to let me know next time, or you can email me about it. But if you can't figure it out, I'm going to show you at the end of the class next week. So wonderful to see you all. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you back in class again soon. Make sure you get your private lesson in too. Contact your sensei, get an appointment for a one-on-one class. All right. Great to see you. Have a great rest of the day. You guys are great students. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Bye now.